Hello, Embry-Riddle Worldwide students. This is Karen Murphy with Pearson, and today I'm going to walk you through one of the resources that's available to you in your organizational behavior course. I'm going to be looking in a template course, so your course may look a little bit different, but it is roughly organized the same way. You'll notice as you come into your Canvas page that the second item underneath Home is called My Lab and Mastering. I'm going to go ahead and click there, and this is where we're going to actually register for the My Management Lab access. You may have noticed looking on the Worldwide Bookstore that the materials for this course include a My Lab. You do have a choice. You can either purchase those materials directly from the Worldwide Bookstore, or you can purchase directly online, and I'm going to show you how to do each of those processes today. When I click in, you'll notice that there are a series of tabs here: Assignments, Results, eText, Multimedia Library, and Course Home. It's important to note that these top four areas take you to individual points within the MyLab. So if I want to look just at my eText, for instance, I can click on eText and it will take me just to my eText. But to get access to the entire course and be able to navigate and move between my assignments and my eText and my results, I'd want to go to the Course Home. So that's where I'm going to go ahead and start today. But for registration purposes, you can click on any of the links. So I'm going to click on Course Home. The first time I come into the course, it's going to walk me through the registration process. The first page asks me to read our very exciting license agreement, which I'm sure you're going to read verbatim. You can go ahead and click I accept, and it will ask you for your Pearson login. Now, if you've used another MyLab or Mastering product, maybe Mastering Chemistry or my Math Lab or my Biz Lab or my Accounting Lab, you already have a Pearson account, and you can go ahead and input your username and password. If you aren't sure what that password is, you can go ahead and click here, input your email address, and we will email you all of the usernames and passwords that are affiliated with that account. If you've not used a MyLab and Mastering product before, go ahead and click Create, and you can input your information here. It is important to note that we only ask for your email and your username once each. It's a very common call to technical support if you make a typo in one of those fields. So we do ask for your password twice, but do go ahead and double check and make sure that you don't have a typo before you click Submit at the bottom of the page. Again, you're going to read the license agreement, accept, and then create your account. I already have a Pearson account, and actually I'm going to start over here because it doesn't ever like when I backspace. If that ever happens to you and you get an error, just know you can start over. I'm going to go ahead and input my account, and that'll take me to the next page, which shows my purchase options. If you've already ordered your materials online for the course, you have a little cardboard access code inside that package. You would go ahead and click access code and input the code that you find inside. Each access code is redeemable once, and it will give you access to all of your assignments for this course, as well as the eText. All of our MyLab access codes do contain the eText. Your other option is to purchase directly online, and this gives you the same access that the access code would. So it gives you access to those assignments as well as the eText. There is another option here below, but note there is a difference. This one contains an eText, this bottom option does not. So just make sure that you don't choose this option if you either want to have an eText to refer to online while you're doing your work, or certainly if you don't have some other physical book, you wouldn't want to not have a book for this course. That will be a requirement. And then lastly, if you aren't sure, maybe you've placed an order online and you didn't get your access code yet, or you're waiting on financial aid, you can click here on Get Temporary Access, and then you would just click yes, and this will enroll you temporarily in the course. So for 14 days you'll have access to the eText, you'll have access to all the assignments, you can complete them for grades, and then just sometime within that 14-day span you would want to log in, and it'll prompt you, you'll receive an email separately as well that will prompt you through the steps to enroll with full access. Basically it's the same steps. You're going to put in either your access code that now has come, or you can go ahead and pay at that time with a credit card directly online. So I'm going to go ahead and register with temporary access. so we can see what this next screen looks like. It may take a moment to load your course the first time. In the future, when you come to Canvas and you click on My Lab in Mastering and you click on any of these links, this is a single sign-on and it will take you directly to that page. So you only have to log in with your Pearson login once. You won't have to do it again as long as you're working in this course. So I'm going to click Go to Courses and I am in. The other thing I will note is if you have used a My Lab in Mastering product that was not directly integrated with Canvas, you may have gone to a different website like My Math Lab to register. Because this course has been integrated directly into Canvas, you cannot register anywhere but through Canvas. So there's no course ID required. If you're familiar with that process, we get a lot of questions around that. So back to the My Lab in Mastering page, you'll notice as you're working through the modules in your organizational behavior course that in some of the assignments there is a description here. Like for instance, let's look at a 1.4 simulation. It will say explicitly in the instructions that this is an assignment that's found in the My Lab in Mastering pages, and that's when you're going to come over here. Lastly, what do I do if I have problems? That's always a concern when we are learning online. Notice that underneath all of my links, I also have a support tools link. If I click there, I have help, which is, basic instructions on how to do things like register. And then we also have a 24/7 technical support line. This is a live line. We have both chat and phone, so you can either call or you can chat, which basically means that you type and they type, and just go ahead and click Contact Us, and it'll kick you over to this screen. You're going to choose your country, and then you're going to choose whether or not you want to live chat or if you want to give us a call. And again, you're not submitting a ticket. You'll get a live person and they'll be able to troubleshoot with you the most common things you might have with your computer. I will share that all of the My Labs run best on Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. If you're running an older browser or Internet Explorer, you may run into issues, particularly with video, because they don't support HTML5. So just as a general rule of thumb, please make sure that you're using Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. If you continue to have issues, of course, by all means, contact technical support. And should you be one of those very special students that contacts technical support and they are not able to resolve your issue, they will give you an incident number and you can pass that along to your instructor, who will then forward it on to me and we can look it up, escalate it, resolve it, whatever the case may be. Thank you for listening today. Good luck in your course and have a great semester.